Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us, and on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. And it's Beasley in at the 3 spot. At the elbow, it's Czar. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Czar.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Duren a screen. Ivy finds Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Kuzma bangs home the trifecta. Kuzma's got 5 now.
And, you know, Kuzma's gotten a lot better at handling defensive pressure. A hand in his face is not going to stop him from taking that shot.
And Duren slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Pass to Koulibaly. Poole against Cunningham. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. They get it back. Czar sets the screen for Kuzma. Another miss by Kuzma. And here are the Pistons. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series. Well, with that size, it's easy for Czar to see right where the rock needs to go. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Pass to Song. Here's Carrington. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Now, here's Ivy. Defense right on him. Releases from 15, and Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kuzma. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Kuzma's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Cunningham outside. Misses the 3.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Kuzma can't get it to go. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And a quick check now. The NBA's top rebounders. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Cunningham against Poole. Koulibaly with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. And again, Washington no good. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Washington with the rebound. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
That one drops. He ties it up. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Harris. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe shared a few moments with me. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
And Washington making a change here. Kispert's checked in.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Beasley for 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Kuzma. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Kuzma's got 10 points in the game. Ivy passes to Stewart. Beasley with it. Pass to Ivy. Here's Carrington. Covered by Beasley. And here's Kuzma. Here's Carrington. Clock at 6. The 3. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The Wizards working the ball around now. Poole no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
For 3, Beasley. Rebound by the Wizards. Sarr with it. Duren picks him up. Beasley with the steal. In the corner, Ivy with it. Detroit, no good that time either. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. There's a good screen. Pass to Kuzma. Fires the 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Fontecchio passes to Stewart. Now Ivy, guarded by Poole. Duran with a screen on Poole. Ivy kicks to Stewart. 6 to shoot. Pass to Ivy. Shoots over Poole. The shot by Ivy, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Song, the pass to Poole. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Pistons. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record. And of course, Washington, quite a few spots down the ladder right now. So both teams changing it up here. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Reed with the steal. They need this one. Knocks it loose. Wizards leading by 3. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Brogdon the pass to Kuzma. Now here's Kispert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Brogdon from the arc. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Detroit's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. They now take the lead. Ivy's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Pistons.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Kuzma passes to Kispert. And the dunk by Kispert.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Here's Ivy. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates. And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Get up, Malcolm. You think this guy is just about jumpers? There's more to his game.
Ivy against Brogdon. The shot by Ivy, no good. Washington trailing. Here's Kispert. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the inside. Stewart misses. Washington shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Here's Moore, and that one is stuffed right through. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Kispert. That 3 off the mark. Detroit's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ivy against Brogdon. A 3-ball. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 15.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And so is Jaden Ivey, making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Wizards trail by 4. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Kispert is out there with George. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Brogdon in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Pass to Koulibaly. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. The Wizards are trying to stay motivated through their rebuild. Kyle Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. And it's like, what do you do it for? For me, it's about development every single day. Take care of your body, work hard, watch film, be studious, and find beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach. Hands it from downtown. He has 5.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest every arc.
Pass to Stewart. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Sasser. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Brogdon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Stan, in a league of stretch bigs, Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin, and look, he'll occasionally take a three, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore.
Stan, you just said this. One thing about Fontecchio, he can flat out score the ball. Wow.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really a consistent shooter, but he can score in other ways as well. You'd like to see him get to the free throw line more, but that might just be a little nitpicking.
Hey, Stan, the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three.
Sure. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
The first one falls. Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Break 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
And George drops them both. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Pass to Koulibaly. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Pistons leading by 5. Sasser with it. He's guarded by Brogdon. Back to Harris. Sasser finds Harris. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And it's Fontecchio missing. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. George with the screen on Harris. Outside, George. The Wizards with another miss. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Harris. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And the size and muscle of Brogdon, able to shrug off the contact with ease on the way up.
Coach, on top of being an impactful player, Malcolm Brogdon has always been the consummate pro.
He sure has, Kevin. He fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. Works hard, puts the team first, and is willing to accept whatever role is given to him.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Koulibaly. And that one misses. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Here's Fontecchio. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night, and George kicks to Brogdon. Takes it inside. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The Wizards have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. So for the Wizards, Sarr comes in for Marvin Bagley. And Poole subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Cunningham comes in for Marcus Sasser. And it's tied up with that one. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Cunningham passes to Duren. Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, let me tell you something about Jalen Duren. This guy fears no one, and he plays with a mean streak.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Cunningham finds Duren. Now Fontecchio to the middle, poked loose, stolen by George. Pass to Poole. George with the screen on Cunningham. Poole the pass to Sarr. In the corner, George with it. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Poole, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The contest was there, but that won't deter Poole. He's not afraid to let it fly.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Cunningham. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Alex Sarr is second.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Washington. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Hollins checked in. Pass to Sarr. And here is Brogdon. Sarr sets the screen for Brogdon. Over Moore. The Wizards with another miss. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Cunningham can spin his way out of a tornado. What a great handle.
Valanciunas with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Sarr. Detroit with the rebound. Moore outside. Cunningham looking it over. Back to Moore. 6 to shoot. Pass to Stewart. Sinks the triple. And now a 5-point Piston lead.
Wow, give Stewart room at the arc at your own risk. He'll stretch the floor whenever he can.
Brogdon the pass to Sarr. To the left side wing. And here's Moore outside. Washington with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Valanciunas. Valanciunas finishing it off.
Rocking that rim. Jonas Valanciunas, the very big man from Lithuania.
Here's Holland. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holland's got the lead up to 6 now for Detroit.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Brogdon kicks to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Holland, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, there's Cunningham unselfishly giving up the ball. Great pass.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Back to Kuzma. Beyond the arc, slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Shot's good by Duren.
Well, this is where Duren looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
Pass to Saar. Back to Poole. 5 on the clock. Saar sets the screen for Poole. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Duren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's blocked.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Saar, has major defensive potential.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Cunningham outside. Now here's Ivy. He's covered closely, and Harris wide open. He shoots.
And it's like a switch flipped between quarters. He's gone from a terrific first to a scoreless second.
Here's Koulibaly. Excellent D there from Beasley. Detroit leading by 7. Pass to Cunningham. Shoots over Poole. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. And here is Poole. Covered by Beasley. The Wizards working the ball around now. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Duren. With the floater. And it's Beasley. That time in the assist from Tobias Harris. Beasley's got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit. Cunningham against Poole. Inside, Beasley with the steal. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Harris.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Harris drops them both. Wizards trail by 11. Pass to Koulibaly. Poole, a screen on Beast. Here's Koulibaly. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Fades back. The shot by Ivy, no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Wizards. Down low. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's just too much Alex R there. All at about 7 feet, he is a lot to handle.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. Good shot.
Fourth team foul.
On the free throw, no good.
There's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
Shot and game clock separated by 5, and slam dunk by Harris.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
And so we conclude the first half. The Pistons on top, up 11. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Washington Wizards.
I think about when I was coming up. The emphasis on protecting the ball, it's not always demanded of guys now.
That's been the key difference here for them, no question. All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
You know, right now, for the Wizards, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Wizards trail by 11. On the floor for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Beasley in at the 3, the small forward. Offensive rebound. Ivy got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And chasing after the play. Nice work by Ivy getting in there and winning the second chance opportunity.
Launches it. And it's Carrington missing. Pistons leading by 13. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, "I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win." Kevin?
Yeah, DA, you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Beasley, the pass to Cunningham. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category ball movement has been flawless.
There's the pick. To the paint. It's stolen by Duren. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Here's Sarr. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. And Duren slams it in.
Well, that's why this coaching staff wants Cunningham to have the ball and make the decisions.
Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Carrington. Ivy defending. 6 on the shot clock. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And here's a look at some numbers for Cade Cunningham.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Wizards trail by 17. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. Fifth on the list, Alex Sarr.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued, it takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
They set the pick. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Monday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Carrington. Ivy defending. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And again, Washington, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And that sends Alex Sarr to the free throw line. It's going to be on Malik Beasley. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. we are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups, and we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Sarr sets the screen for Kuzma. Over Harris. Kuzma can't get it to go. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Detroit. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. No good from Beasley. Wizards trail by 16. Koulibaly with it. Beasley covering Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And this is what Kuzma can do. When he's got it going, you've got to keep getting him the opportunity.
Harris outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Cunningham. Averaging about 16 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, and talking to his coach, this team expects more from him, and that's a good problem to have as a player. It means your team believes in your ability. The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
They set the pick. Here's Ivy. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. On the wing, Koulibaly. From 12 feet out, another one falls for Washington.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Harris dishes to Ivy. Rebound, Washington. Song, the pass to Poole. From past the arc, offensive rebound, pass to Carrington. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Corey Kispert's checked in for the Wizards. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Poole. Then for the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Malik Beasley. And Moore subbed in for Cunningham. Here's Kuzma. And again, Washington no good. Detroit leading by 12. Harris outside. Driving the lane. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's the kind of play that fires up your team. Harris with the strength to finish through contact.
The Wizards making a switch here. George is checked in. Brogdon the pass to Sarr. Now here's Kispert. The Wizards working the ball around now. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. There's the triple. Rebound by the Pistons. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And it's Fontecchio in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Wizards trail by 14. Nobody near George. Good on the triple. George has got 5.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Sarr. And the Pistons making a change here as well. All Reed's checked in for Jalen Duren. Inside, here's Ivy. Drops in the layup for 2. Ivy's got 4 points this quarter.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
Here's Brogdon, and there it is for him. Pistons leading by 11. Moore passes to Ivy. Stolen by Brogdon. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Reed a screen on Brogdon. Up top, Reed. 20 feet out. Kuzma pulls it in. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. And George kicks to Kispert. Valanciunas against Reed. No good from Valanciunas. And, well, Detroit shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born. Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Here's Fontecchio. Sinks the three-pointer. Fontecchio's got 6.
Well, Ivy doing a good job of keeping the ball moving to set his teammate up.
Valanciunas dishes to George.
Pistons foul. Fontecchio. Second person.
For Washington, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. And he makes the first. Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Wizards. Then for the Pistons, Holland, he's checked in for Paul Reed. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Jaden Ivey. Pass to Fontecchio. Back to Sasser. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas just being a bully on defense there. Great job positioning himself to get that block.
.119 left in the third. 5 to shoot.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Pass to Kispert. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Kispert's got 5 points now this quarter.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
Here's Sasser, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Sasser's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Outside, Bagley. Here's Brogdon. Lays it up off the glass.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Sasser. Fontecchio passes to Stewart. Back to Fontecchio. The Pistons working the ball around now. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. Back right after this. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Brogdon out there with Kispert. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's George. And it's Bagley in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Makes it off the glass.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Here's Holland. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Pistons lead by 13.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
The Pistons shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Back to Moore. Stewart passes to Holland. To the inside. Stolen by Brogdon. Kispert finds Brogdon. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Kispert. Shoots over Holland. Kispert, no good. Pistons leading by 13. Moore with it. Brogdon picks him up. Here's Sasser. Here's Holland. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Wizards making a switch here. Gill's checked in. The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now, here's Brogdon. He's covered by Sasser. Tries again. He gets that one.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
Here's Sasser. Good on the three-point shot.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Valanciunas kicks to Brogdon. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Sasser. Now Fontecchio. He's covered by Gill, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
Brogdon, solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
And shows great poise when looking to score. Brogdon has an advanced offensive identity.
To the paint, here's Stewart. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Washington.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside, George. Pass to Kispert. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Off target from outside.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. Pistons leading by 15. Here's Holland. Moore outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Kispert. Active Valanciunas. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And here's Moore outside. Rebound by Kispert. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
And that time, no dribbling needed for Poole to cash in.
pass to Fontecchio. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Moore against Brogdon. And here is Kispert. And Cunningham with the block.
And Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
When you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Fontecchio. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Holland. Now, here's Ivey to the middle and stolen by Saw. Koulibaly with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Kuzma. Pass to Duren. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Well, the defense is right there, but Duren doesn't care.
Poole against Cunningham. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Sarr with it. Duren's on him. Poole on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. Pass to Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you like how physical Harris can get inside, always looking to initiate contact on offense.
Detroit making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Here's Poole.
You got him.
Off the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, that's a high IQ play by Poole. Able to work it inside and get to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Beasley kicks to Ivey. And a miss there on the triple.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Here's Carrington, guarded by Harris. Carrington, that's good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
In the first half, he handled the ball well, but he's been pretty reckless with it in the second half.
Pass to Poole. In the corner, it's Saw. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Kuzma outside. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
DC family, it's time to welcome your Wizards dancer.
present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jaden Ivey.
And I just love how assertive he's been at the offensive end tonight. That's really come across in his passing. He's been decisive, knowing just where to go with the ball and making some great feeds. The D hadn't been able to figure out what to do against this guy.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. Here's Carrington. And Poole now, top of the key. Here's Sarr, and he drops it in from the low post. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 14 rebounds. Beasley kicks to Harris. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Wizards trail by 14. Over Ivey. Hits the front of the rim and out. Now Cunningham. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Washington with the ball. Down low. Here's Sarr. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Physical defense, but the strength training already kicking in for Sarr.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That's good from Cunningham. So he gets them both.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Here's Sarr. Duren pulls it in. Duren's Pistons leading by 14. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Poole finds Kuzma. Clock at 4. Can't hit from in close. Detroit's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Pistons.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
Here's Ivey. Out to Harris. From deep. No good that time. So Detroit takes this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.